Yeah.
Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I go by the name of Patience Bego. Judging from the title, we are basically doing Dloz'lami. It is a reaction video. I'm giving you guys what is actually happening and going on. And this week's episode was one of those that I feel like it has a serious topic in it, which is suicide, guys. Suicide, it is real, it is bad, and it is glitching. So this week's episode, we had Pomozo, who is the one who wrote to Sis Tembi because of she wants to, be connected with her mom. Her mom's spirit. Her mom passed away, so her mom is she took her own life basically, so she needs answers. She and her brother wrote to the show, and then she and her other brothers, which is 3 of them, they basically need answers from Sis Tembi so that they can finally get closure. Okay, so of course Sis Tembi did come, and as soon as she gets to their home, Pomozo's mother, her spirit comes out, and it's like the spirit is saying to Sis Tembi, I guess Sis Tembi speaks to spirits or can hear from spirits. The spirit is saying to Sis Tembi, I am ashamed, I am embarrassed, now Sis Tembi is trying to make sense as to why would your mother be ashamed. She's showing me that she's ashamed, she doesn't want to talk to you guys. What is the issue here? So Pomozo is saying to Sis Tembi that no, my mom is someone who took her own life, she committed suicide. So now Sis Tembi is saying, okay, it makes sense why she is afraid and embarrassed to talk to you guys, because now you guys are going to want to ask her difficult questions to answers that she made sure that she died not having disclosed to you guys. And how dare you want bring her to a place whereby she had nothing but pain and suffering. All the memories she had of being in this house was when she was sad. This place brings bad memories for her. She was not happy here at all. Okay, so of course Sis Tembi is like, you know what, since she is embarrassed and doesn't want to talk, basically, let's light a candle. I guess the candle will summon her so that we can talk to her, or she can talk to you guys about 2 minutes. So they light the candle, and then Mama Pomozo, and she's like, guys, I don't even know where to start, but I didn't want to be here, guys. This home is full of nothing but anger, and I don't know what you guys want me to say to you. So the kids are like, we feel like what you did was a selfish move. How could you like take your own life? Couldn't you like talk to us? Maybe we could have, dealt with whatever was bothering or eating you guys or eating you up, instead of you just left us like that. And the brother Pomozo is saying, even worse, Mina, I was still young, I needed you, I wanted you to see me grow up, fulfill my dreams, but I feel like I was robbed of you. I feel like what you did was a selfish move. So the mother is now saying, I was in pain, my children, okay? I was in pain. You saw, guys, that I was very, very sick, and there are certain things I couldn't disclose with you guys. So basically, the mother was someone who was always sickly, physically, emotionally, and all of that. She used to be back and forth between hospitals to a point whereby sometimes she'd stay months in one hospital, be discharged, suffer from something else, go back to the hospital. And one doctor would say it's this, the other hospital would say it's that. There was always something, to a point whereby one of the kids, Pomozo, even mentioned to Sis Tembi that even one doctor at some point did mention that, you know what, we don't know what is wrong with your mother. Whatever she's suffering from, I think it might be something to do with Badim traditional. Right? So that's when Sis Tembi is like, aha, that is the problem. What your mother is now showing me now, or telling me, guys, her issue of being sickly wasn't something that Western medicine could deal with. So now the mother is speaking, saying to her children, I died and suffered because of my marriage. That's the reason why I died. I was sick because of people were envied my marriage, to a point whereby they thought it was a perfect marriage, a perfect home, because of I used to, present that picture. Little did they know that inside, this is not a happy marriage or a happy home. So The husband, right, is also dead as well. He died by a car accident, right? So the mother is now saying to Banaba, apart from me being sick, which is what you guys witnessed, I decided to take my life because of I couldn't stand watching you guys see me go through all this pain that I was going through. You guys had to take care of me 24/7. I was a sick person. The thought of me not being able to provide for you guys financially, put bread on the table for you guys, take care of you guys. You were the ones who had to feed me. You were the ones who had to take care of me. As a parent, that is too much to bear. That is embarrassing for me because of that is my place to do. I felt like I had to do that. So the kids are saying, we didn't mind, oh mama Rona, we didn't mind to do all those things for you. You shouldn't have taken your life. But she's saying it was too much for me to see you guys go through that. I could see the pain that you guys had each time you saw me in that state. But the main reason that I also decided to take my life is I couldn't handle anything, all of this anymore. I was sick, not only physically but emotionally. There were certain things that were going on in my marriage that I couldn't tell you guys at that point because of you guys were still too young. Remember, your father was someone who used to be on the road full time, traveling to Venda and back and forth. Certain things he would do that were not supposed to be done by Motu Onyeting. I got sick because of your father. It was Dloz'lami. I was given muti. My body was filled with muti, which is what made me sick. And out of it was muti that your father gave to me, not intentionally but through the people that he used to be around with. He basically brought hukula ho kontlung yaka. He's the one who brought, I got all of these sicknesses and all of that through your father. He's the one who took Dlozi or whatever and brought them to my house. Because of people who were envious of my marriage, they did certain things. So I basically died and suffered for lenyalo. I was not happy in my marriage. Even before I was sick and all of that, your father was always someone who's not home. I was basically someone who's lonely and by myself. But as a mother and all of that, I had to, showcase an image to the public of a family and a home that is well put together. And people envied that. People envied my marriage. Things that your father with people they were doing envied my marriage, which in the process they ended up destroying me. Hence I was always sickly, and doctors couldn't pick up what was going on. That is heavy, guys. I know it is heavy. I know, like yo, so far my daughters, I'm not laughing. So basically, the mother was in an unhappy marriage and all of that. And it said that it even went to a point whereby she decided to end her own life, guys, because of not being able to what's while you still can. And I know it's easier said than done, guys, and I'm not judging her because at the end of the day, I have never committed suicide, so I wouldn't know what goes on in the mind of someone who does. I wouldn't fully understand, but I do understand in a way that it's not always as black and white, and no one in their right state of mind can easily take their own life. It has to take a serious toll or something very, very, very unbearable for them to actually go through with that decision. Okay, so that is the answer she gave her kids. For I took my own life because of ABC, right? So I guess the kids eventually got the closure. So while we are on that, after she expressed everything, I guess there's the candle, the light wing. After she said everything and spoke to her kids, eventually we saw a fly pass through the candle, getting burned and then down on the saucer. And then system is like, aha, it's like, do you see that? So basically the fly just committed suicide by burning itself on the candle and down. That was the mother, and that's when she stopped talking after that. So while we are on that, the father now comes out. The father of Phomotso, who is the husband of the wife who took her own life. He comes up and he's like, I also need to talk to you guys. Me, I am not embarrassed or ashamed to talk to you guys. I'm not the one who committed suicide, right? Yes. While we're at it, can we all go outside? They go outside. When they go outside, he starts pointing things in his yard. Basically in the yard, one of the siblings, the younger brother, he loves to bend copper, you know, balok adisa. I don't know how all these things work. Sorry. So the father is asking, what is all of this? What is going on? And then he is saying that, no, we bend copper, like adisa. And he's like, why? Nah. And then he goes to the other side and points them that, what is this? And they say, get quantum, and say, didn't I, King, are you suffering? Isn't this quantum giving you guys income for you guys to survive? They say yes. Now he's saying, so why do you feel the need to be burning copper, lelo kalisa, when I left you guys with, sorry guys, when I left you guys with quantums? How many quantums do you have? They say 3. He says, you see, I could have given you 30, but because of you acting like that when I have left you guys with something, please stop what you're doing in my yard. This yard used to be dignified. It used to be neat. Your mother left it neat and all of that. Whatever is happening here, when you say your friends are the ones who burn the copper in, stop it, or else I will definitely is what he's saying. Like you. And he's saying, Mina, your mother apologized to you guys, right? Me, I'm not going to apologize for anything except the fact that I want you guys to keep my yard clean. Make sure you stop your friends from doing things here. So nje, from that portion you could tell her, I hope your papa onje nasa carry a damn it wasn't, maybe he was a traditional man who doesn't talk a lot because of he didn't touch on anything else. Oh, and another thing, that while they were still in the house before the father came out, Pumuto's brother did say to Sis Tembi that at some point before the father passed away, he remembers speaking to his dad, and the father mentioned to him that he has a child outside of his home, outside of marriage, okay? But he never told them, or is it a boy or a girl or whatever. He doesn't know that. So now the father, when they're outside, he's saying that, yes, I do have a child outside. That is none of your own trainer. I am not here to explain myself. Now I'm not sorry for anything. But Dinje, make sure that you clean my yard and keep it neat. So that was basically what was happening go Dloz'lami. So apart from the father thing, the one thing that caught my attention was the mother and the suicide thing, especially knowing Hore. It's a thing. I don't want to call it a thing as in fashion, but it is one of those things that we suffer from as a community. And it's sad to find out that some people suffer from or do certain things because of being in a loveless marriage, or because of being mistreated in your marriage. Instead of leaving, you stay on. And I'm not going to judge and say why, because of at the end of the day, it's not so easy, especially, you know, traditional marriages, like our olden marriages from our parents and grandparents. They're one of those marriages whereby Bekezela, that is it. Even if you go back to your home and say, I can't take it, get better, Emshadweni, they will say, go back home. So it wasn't an option like now to say, you know what, I'm calling it quits, I'm leaving my house. If you're married, you're married. And most people who used to suffer in marriages are the women, because of men. In a way, we all know, are always given a free pass when it comes to certain things in relationships, whereby women are always the ones who have to do the forgiving, the protecting, the shadowing off, presenting ukuvala amahlazo wendoda. And at the end of the day, it's not worth it, because of the kids were now left without a mother, and they had to go through all of that, and seeing mama how I pulaile, or your parent. I think that is one of the worst things to actually witness, But like I said, it's not as black and white, and no one can fully understand what it takes to take your life except the person who has already taken their life, or someone who has attempted to. They know when once you're in that state, you're not. But if you need help, guys, there is help out there. Just try to seek help. Just try to leave a situation while you can. Without that being said, guys, thank you so much for joining me. I know I wasn't as hype and laughing like I normally am, simply because of this was one of a serious topic. Okay, so thank you so much for joining me. Please do thumbs up this video, subscribe, comment below. I love you so much, and I'll see you in my next upload. Bye.